All right, so we've got a big interview coming up
Oh, yeah.
for a sound artist position,
A good one.
and we are going to dive deep into these RoleCatcher resources
Oh, yeah.
to help you absolutely crush it.
All right.
We've got the career guide and the interview guide.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, we'll tap into the magic of their AI platform.
I love that.
It's like having a sonic strategy team in your corner.
Yeah, what's really interesting about RoleCatcher is
Yeah.
it goes beyond just giving you information.
Right.
Its AI actually helps you tailor your answers
Wow.
and CV to the specific requirements of this sound artist role you're applying for.
That's incredible. So it's not just generic advice.
Right.
It's personalized guidance.
Exactly.
Which is exactly what you need to stand out in a competitive field like sound art.
Mm-hmm.
But before we get too deep into the AI wizardry,
Okay.
let's take a look at the big picture.
Right?
The career guide paints a fascinating picture
Yeah.
of what it means to be a sound artist.
Right.
It's not just about making cool noises.
No.
It's about expressing your artistic identity through sound,
I like that.
blending music art and technology.
Right. And what the career guide emphasizes is that it's a rapidly growing field, which is great news for aspiring sound artists, but it also means the competition can be fierce.
So how does RoleCatcher's AI help you navigate that competition?
Well, imagine uploading your CV
Okay.
and having this AI analyze it, comparing your skills to the specific requirements of the job description.
Right.
It then highlights areas you can strengthen.
Oh, wow.
And even suggests ways to rephrase things to better resonate with hiring algorithms. It's like having a career coach fine-tuning your application.
That's next level prep.
Right.
It's not just about what you say, but how you say it.
Yeah.
Especially when it comes to those crucial interview questions.
Absolutely.
Speaking of which, let's dive into the interview guide, which lays out 9 key questions you're likely to encounter.
Yeah.
Question number 1.
Okay.
What inspired you to become a sound artist? Sounds simple enough, but there's definitely an art to answering it effectively.
Absolutely. This is your sonic origin story.
I love that.
Don't just list off facts, share your passion.
Okay.
Was there a specific artist? A life-changing concert?
Right.
Or maybe even a sound from your childhood?
Wow.
That ignited your love for sound.
Okay.
Make it personal and let that enthusiasm shine through.
I love that. And remember,
Yeah.
RoleCatcher can help you polish your answer and make sure it hits all the right emotional notes.
For sure.
Now, a question that often follows is, what are some of the challenges you anticipate facing as a sound artist? This one might feel a bit tricky, but it's a chance to show that you're realistic and prepared.
Exactly. You can certainly mention the potential for irregular schedules or the competitive job market as highlighted in the career guide.
Right.
But also think about creative challenges. You know, pushing your artistic boundaries, staying inspired, or even working within technical limitations. This shows you understand the realities of the field while demonstrating a proactive mindset.
Great point. Now let's move on to question 2.
Right.
How do you approach a new sound design project?
Okay.
This one feels very process-oriented,
It is.
giving you an opportunity to showcase your creative workflow.
Walk them through your steps.
Okay.
Starting from the initial spark of inspiration.
All right.
Do you begin with research, mood boards, or brainstorming sessions?
Okay.
How do you gather reference sounds
Right.
and build your sonic palette?
Okay.
The key is to showcase your structured approach to sound design, demonstrating that you don't just wing it.
The interview guide also emphasizes the importance of collaboration.
Absolutely.
In this process, it's rarely a solo endeavor, right?
Absolutely. You're often part of a larger creative team, working with directors, producers, and other artists. Highlight your ability to communicate effectively,
Right.
incorporate feedback, and understand how your sound design fits into the overall vision of the project.
Now they might even ask,
Okay.
can you give an example of a time you had to adapt your sound design based on feedback from a director or client? This is where you can demonstrate your flexibility
Yes.
and willingness to collaborate.
It's a chance to showcase your problem-solving skills.
Okay.
Choose a specific project where you received constructive criticism
Right.
and successfully incorporated it into your work.
Gotcha.
Highlight how you were able to maintain your creative vision while adapting to the needs of the project.
Okay.
This shows that you're not just a talented sound artist, but also a team player.
All right. Moving on to question 3,
Okay.
which is, Can you walk us through a recent project you worked on and your role in it? This is your chance to shine.
Absolutely.
And showcase a project that really highlights your skills and accomplishments.
And choose a project where your role was significant.
Okay.
And your contributions were clearly evident.
Right.
Don't just list tasks.
Yeah.
Describe the challenges you faced, the creative decisions you made, and how your sound design elevated the final product. It's like painting a sonic picture with your words.
I like
engaging them with the story of your creative journey.
And remember, with RoleCatcher,
yes,
you can actually have that project ready to go in your online portfolio.
That's right.
So they could experience it firsthand.
Yeah.
It's not just about telling them. It's about showing them what you can do.
Exactly. And don't be surprised if they follow up with questions like, what were some of the biggest challenges you faced on that project? And how did you overcome them?
Right.
Or what did you learn from that experience that you can apply to future projects?
Right.
They're looking for insights into your problem-solving abilities, your ability to learn and grow, and how you handle pressure.
Okay, question 4 is an important one.
All right.
Especially in a field like sound art, which is constantly evolving.
Yeah.
It's how do you stay up to date with the latest sound design techniques and technologies?
Okay.
This is about demonstrating your commitment to lifelong learning.
Right.
And your passion for the ever-changing world of sound.
Mention specific resources you rely on.
Okay.
Like industry publications, online communities, podcasts or workshops you've attended.
Gotcha.
But don't just name drop talk about what you've learned and how you've applied that knowledge to your work.
Okay.
It shows you're actively engaged in expanding your skill set.
And personal projects are a great way to demonstrate this as well.
Absolutely.
It's like a playground for experimentation.
Yeah.
And pushing your creative boundaries.
Right. Absolutely. If you've been exploring a new software, experimenting with a new technique, or even just creating soundscapes for fun.
Right.
Share that with them. It shows initiative and a genuine love for the craft.
Yeah.
And, they might even ask you, what emerging technologies in sound design are you most excited about?
Right.
And how do you see them shaping the future of the field?
Okay.
This is where you can really let your passion shine through.
It's your chance to talk about what gets you fired up.
Yeah.
Whether it's spatial audio, AI-powered sound generation, immersive experiences, or something completely new on the horizon. Be specific, be enthusiastic, and show them that you're not just keeping up with the trends, but actively shaping the future of sound.
Exactly. And remember, RoleCatcher's AI can actually analyze your responses to these questions.
Oh, wow.
And suggest areas for improvement, making sure you're conveying your knowledge and passion in the most compelling way possible.
Right.
It's like having a virtual sound guru guiding your every word.
Let's tackle a couple more questions before we move on. Question 5 is about adaptability, which is crucial in a field where you're constantly working with different mediums and platforms.
Right.
It's phrased as, how do you adapt your sound design to different platforms and mediums?
It's all about showcasing your versatility.
Okay.
And understanding that sound doesn't exist in a vacuum.
Right.
It's shaped by the environment it inhabits. Do you understand the sonic nuances of film versus video games?
Okay.
Installations versus live performances?
Gotcha.
The interview guide highlights the importance of understanding the technical limitations and creative possibilities of each platform. So touch on that.
A great follow-up question they might ask.
Okay.
Have you ever had to create sound design for a platform you were unfamiliar with? How did you approach that challenge? This is where you can demonstrate your resourcefulness.
And it highlights your problem-solving skills.
Okay.
Don't be afraid to be specific.
Right.
Talk about the research you did, the challenges you faced, and ultimately how you were able to create something impactful despite the learning curve.
Okay, one more question before we take a quick break. Question 6 is about teamwork, which, as we've already discussed, is essential in sound design.
Yeah.
They'll likely ask, how do you collaborate with other members of a creative team on a sound design project?
It's all about emphasizing your communication skills, your ability to listen and incorporate feedback, and your understanding of how sound integrates with other creative elements.
Right.
Remember, you're not just creating sounds, you're creating an experience.
They might also ask you to describe a time when you had a creative conflict with a team member. And how did you resolve it?
That's a classic interview question designed to assess your conflict resolution skills and your ability to navigate interpersonal dynamics. Choose an example where you and a team member had differing creative visions.
But you were able to find common ground and arrive at a solution that benefited the project as a whole. It's important to showcase that you can be both assertive and flexible, advocating for your creative vision while also respecting the perspectives of others. Remember, collaboration is about finding synergy, not just compromise.
That's a great way to frame it. Now let's jump back into those interview questions. Question 7 invites you to get really creative, asking, can you give an example of a sound design project where you had to think outside the box? This is where you can really showcase your innovative spirit and willingness to experiment.
Exactly. Choose a project that pushed your boundaries and required you to come up with unconventional solutions. Did you have to invent a new sound use, unconventional techniques, or maybe even find a way to create something impactful with limited resources? Whatever it was, highlight the challenges you faced, the creative process you went through, and the unique outcome you achieved. They might follow up with, what were some of the risks involved in taking that unconventional approach, and how did you mitigate them? This demonstrates strategic thinking and your ability to anticipate potential challenges.
It's about showing that you're not just creative, but also responsible. You took calculated risks, weighed the potential consequences, and put measures in place to ensure the success of the project. It demonstrates a level of professionalism that's essential in any creative field.
All right, question 8 is all about getting technical to nerve. Diving into your experience with field recording. They'll ask, can you discuss your experience with field recording? This is where you can showcase your knowledge of equipment techniques and your ability to capture those raw, authentic sounds that bring a project to life.
Absolutely. Be prepared to discuss your go-to equipment, any specialized microphones you've used, and techniques for capturing specific types of sounds. What are your favorite methods for recording ambience, Foley effects, or natural soundscapes? The interview guide emphasizes the importance of highlighting your technical proficiency in this area, so don't be shy about getting specific.
A potential follow-up question could be, what are your favorite tools or techniques for processing field recordings to achieve specific sonic effects? This is where you can delve into your knowledge of audio editing and manipulation.
It's your chance to showcase your expertise in using EQ, compression, reverb, and other effects to shape and enhance those raw recordings, transforming them into something truly unique and impactful.
Okay, question 9 is all about the technical side of sound design, focusing on your experience with mixing and mastering audio. The question is straightforward. Can you discuss your experience with mixing and mastering audio?
This is where you demonstrate your command of audio software, your understanding of audio balancing dynamics, and your ability to create a polished and professional final product. Don't be afraid to name drop specific DAWs, digital audio workstations. You're proficient in like Pro Tools, Logic, Ableton, or others.
They might ask you to describe your workflow for mixing and mastering a complex audio project. How do you ensure consistency and quality across different tracks and elements?
This question allows you to showcase your attention to detail and your systematic approach to mixing and mastering. Discuss how you organize your sessions, the techniques you use to create a balanced mix, and your process for ensuring that the final audio meets professional standards.
Now we've covered all 9 interview questions, but there's one more crucial element we need to discuss, and it's something the Career Guide touches on the pros and cons of this profession. It's important to go into this field with a realistic understanding of both the rewards and the challenges.
It's all about finding a balance between passion and practicality on the plus side. It's an incredibly creative and rewarding field, offering immense opportunities for self-expression. You get to work on diverse projects, collaborate with other artists, potentially travel, and even make a tangible impact on the way people experience the world.
The Career Guide mentions that sound artists can work in a variety of industries: film, gaming, music production, interactive installations, and more, which is pretty exciting. It's not a one-size-fits-all career path.
Exactly, but it's important to acknowledge the challenges as well. The Career Guide is very honest about the potential downsides, like irregular schedules, intense competition, and even the possibility of financial instability, especially early on in your career.
This is where the advice we've been weaving in about RoleCatcher becomes particularly relevant. Having that personalized AI support can help you identify skills to strengthen, tailor your CV and answers, and stand out in a competitive landscape.
It's about leveraging every advantage you can get. Remember, RoleCatcher's AI can analyze your experience and identify any gaps that might be holding you back. Maybe you need to broaden your skill set, build your network, or even refine your personal branding.
It's like having a virtual mentor constantly guiding you and pushing you to reach your full potential. Now, the career guide outlines 4 distinct stages in a typical sound artist career trajectory: assistant sound artist, senior sound artist, and lead sound artist. Let's unpack those a bit.
Starting as an assistant sound artist is like a sonic apprenticeship. You're supporting more experienced artists, learning the ropes and building a foundation of skills. Think setting up equipment, gathering sound samples, assisting with editing, and generally soaking up knowledge like a sponge.
And this is where RoleCatcher's AI can be really helpful, right? Let's say you're aiming for that assistant sound artist position. It can analyze your current skills and highlight areas where you might need to level up, maybe suggesting specific software to learn or additional experience to gain.
Exactly. It's all about bridging that gap between where you are and where you want to be. And it can even point you toward relevant resources like online courses, tutorials, or even communities where you can connect with other sound artists and potential mentors.
So once you've paid your dues and honed your skills, you progress to the sound artist role. What kind of shift happens at that level?
At this stage, you start taking ownership of projects, designing and implementing soundscapes for various mediums. You're expressing your artistic vision, collaborating with other creatives, and building your portfolio of work.
And this is where that portfolio we talked about earlier becomes crucial. It's not just about what you say you can do, it's about showcasing your unique style and capabilities through real projects.
And again, RoleCatcher can help you curate that portfolio, suggesting projects that best highlight the skills needed for a sound artist role. It's about presenting yourself in the most strategic and compelling way possible.
Okay, so you're a sound artist. You're killing it, creating amazing soundscapes. What's the next step up the sonic ladder?
The senior sound artist role is all about leadership. You're leading sound design for larger scale projects, mentoring junior artists, and collaborating closely with directors and producers. It's a blend of creative vision and project management.
It sounds like you need a solid foundation in communication, teamwork, and maybe even some budgeting and scheduling skills to excel at that level.
You're absolutely right. And RoleCatcher's AI can analyze your experience and identify any leadership or management skills you might need to develop to reach that senior sound artist level. It can even suggest relevant training or resources to help you bridge those gaps.
It's like having a personalized career map guiding you towards your goals and highlighting the skills you need to acquire along the way.
Exactly. And finally, we reach the pinnacle of the sound art world, the lead sound artist. This role is all about innovation, pushing the boundaries of sound, and shaping the future of the field.
So what does a lead sound artist do that sets them apart from other roles?
They develop sound strategies for large-scale productions, collaborate with cross-functional teams, and lead research and development initiatives. They're visionaries pushing the sonic envelope and constantly exploring new possibilities.
That's incredibly inspiring, and I imagine that RoleCatcher's AI can play a significant role in helping aspiring lead sound artists stay ahead of the curve.
Absolutely. It can keep you updated on emerging technologies, connect you with industry leaders and mentors, and suggest ways to develop those cutting-edge skills that will set you apart as a true innovator in the field of sound.
RoleCatcher really is a game changer for anyone serious about a career in sound art. It's like having a secret weapon in your arsenal, providing that personalized support and guidance every step of the way.
It's about empowering sound artists to reach their full potential and contribute their unique talents to this ever-evolving and increasingly impactful field.
Now, before we wrap up, let's touch on one more crucial element that can make or break your interview, your overall presence, and how you present yourself.
The interview is your chance to not only showcase your skills and experience, but also your personality and passion. You want to come across as confident, articulate, and genuinely enthusiastic about sound art.
The interview guide emphasizes the importance of letting your passion shine. Interviewers want to see that spark, that excitement that makes you the perfect fit for the role.
And remember, preparation is key practice. Your answers, research the company, and be prepared to ask thoughtful questions. It shows that you're not just looking for a job, you're looking for the right opportunity to contribute your unique talents.
It's about showing them that you're not just a skilled sound artist, but a passionate and engaged individual who's eager to learn and grow within their organization.
Exactly. And don't forget, RoleCatcher can help you with this aspect as well. Their AI can analyze your video rehearsals, providing feedback on your delivery and helping you fine-tune your performance before the big day.
It's like having a virtual interview coach in your pocket, giving you that extra edge and boost of confidence.
Exactly. It's about maximizing your potential and making sure you present yourself in the most authentic and compelling way possible.
So it's so inspiring to think about the impact sound artists can have.
Yeah.
Shaping how we experience everything, from films and games to art installations, and even the world around us.
It's a field that's constantly pushing boundaries.
Yeah.
And redefining what's possible with sound.
Speaking of pushing boundaries, the career guide also touches on the importance of continuous learning and development for sound artists.
Right.
It's not a field where you can just rest on your laurels, is it?
Absolutely not. Technology is constantly evolving. Right. New techniques are emerging, and the creative landscape is always shifting. It's crucial to stay curious.
Yeah.
Keep experimenting and never stop learning.
So how can RoleCatcher continue to support you on this sonic journey, even after you've landed the job?
Beyond interview prep, RoleCatcher is a fantastic resource for ongoing career development. It can connect you with relevant courses, workshops, and industry events to keep your skills sharp and your knowledge up to date.
It's like having a personalized professional development hub.
Yeah.
Tailored to your specific needs and goals as a sound artist.
Precisely. It can also help you expand your network. Connecting you with other artists, mentors, and potential collaborators.
And speaking of connections, the career guide also highlights several professional organizations for sound artists.
Right.
Are there any that stand out to you as particularly valuable?
The Society for Sound and Music Technology. The International Society for Electronic Arts. And the American Society of Sound Artists are all fantastic resources.
What kind of benefits do these organizations offer?
They offer a wealth of opportunities for networking professional development and even showcasing your work. It's like joining a global community of sound enthusiasts and professionals.
It's like having a tribe of sonic explorers. All sharing their knowledge, experiences, and passion for the art form.
Exactly. And don't underestimate the power of online communities and forums. They can be great sources of inspiration support. And even job leads.
So we've talked about the skills, the career path, the challenges, the resources. But what does it truly mean to be a sound artist?
That's a great question.
What's the heart and soul of this profession?
At its core, sound art is about using sound to communicate ideas, emotions, and experiences.
It's about shaping the way people perceive the world around them. Creating immersive soundscapes that transport them to other realms. Evoke specific feelings or tell compelling stories.
It's about pushing boundaries, experimenting with new technologies, and challenging conventional notions of what sound can be.
The career guide mentions that sound artists play a vital role in shaping the evolving landscape of contemporary art and culture.
It's a field with immense potential to impact society, from raising awareness about environmental issues to exploring the intersection of sound and technology. The possibilities are truly limitless.
It's not just about entertainment. It's about using sound to inspire, provoke, and even transform the way we think and feel about the world.
Exactly. And it's a journey that's accessible to anyone with passion, dedication, and the right tools and resources.
Speaking of tools and resources, RoleCatcher has clearly emerged as a powerful ally for anyone navigating the world of sound art, from those just starting out to seasoned professionals.
It's a game changer, providing that personalized support and guidance that can make all the difference in your journey.
So as we wrap up this deep dive, remember this: you have the power to shape the sonic landscape. To create experiences that move, inspire, and transform. Embrace your unique sonic voice. Never stop exploring, and let your passion be your guide.
And with the right tools and a little bit of courage, you can make your sonic dreams a reality.
That's it for our deep dive into the world of sound art.
Great.
We hope you're feeling inspired, informed, and ready to take on those interview challenges.
Remember, let your passion shine through. And never underestimate the power of sound to change the world.